Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this smoky eye updo vibe. A lot of you guys requested a tutorial, so I thought I would do an in-depth tutorial because I truly suck at making like 60-second videos, because I'm like, how can you put all these steps in a 60-second video? It's nearly impossible. But if you want to see how we got here, keep watching. And yeah, there is a separate video for the hair, so if that's something you're looking for, subscribe. It's coming soon, I promise. It's filmed and ready to go. But yeah, this is the look that we're trying to achieve today. Watch, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, give me some constructive criticism if that's what you want to do. But I'm really bad at filming tutorials, so I really tried. Okay, you guys, so a lot of you asked me to do this makeup tutorial, so I'm gonna try to recreate it from memory. You know how like sometimes when you do your makeup it comes out like really good and then you try to replicate it and it doesn't look the same? So there's no guarantee that it's gonna look the same, but I'm going to attempt it to the best of my ability. So let's get into it. Start off, I'm going to moisturize my face. I really like this moisturizer because it comes with refills. It is the Lancôme Absolue cream, soft cream, and it comes with refills, which I really love. And honestly, this makes my base super sticky, so I love using this on like days when I want my makeup to last me the entire day. So we're just gonna put this all over. Okay, my lips are feeling really chapped, so I just went in with Vaseline. I've tried the Laneige lip balms, but for some reason Laneige makes my lips really dry and it ends up like making my lips burn and sting. So if you guys have any other recommendations, let me know, because Vaseline does that to me too, but right now that's all I got. Anyways, now that our base is done, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so my base is gonna be mid. Okay, I'm not putting a lot of effort into it, so we're just putting in a moisturizer and calling it a day. Okay, count how many times I said okay in that. Let's get into the tutorial. All right, so I always love to start my makeup off with my eyes, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of concealer onto the back of my hands, and then I'm gonna carve out my eyebrows. I just like to do this because it makes my eyebrows look a little bit sharper than usual, and I have gotten them done, so I don't have to really worry about this too much. It's just basically to prime my eyelids at this point, not to carve out the shape, but like so. I also personally don't like the soap brow trend. That's crazy. All right, so now that our eyelids have been primed, we're gonna need these 3 eyeshadow palettes. So guys, I feel like I always use the same eyeshadow palettes, but trust me, we don't need every single eyeshadow palette. You just need 3 staples, and then you're gonna use this shit out of it. Honestly, just one basic eyeshadow palette that has like a bright orangey, peachy color, browns, and black. The most important part of this look, in my opinion, is basically the tight lining and the black eyeshadow. So I didn't really go in much with any of these eyeshadow palettes. I just focused on tight lining. So for this one, we're just gonna go in with this orange color from Kylie Cosmetics Christmas palette. And I'm just gonna do this lightly at the ends. Nothing crazy, just enough that it looks a little bit visible. Now I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Bare Necessities eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be using this Velvet Teen brown shade, and I'm just going to add that to the ends. Again, I'm just going in with minor products because eventually it's not even going to matter, because we're going to be tight lining our eyes, and that's like the main focus of our eyeshadow look. Oh, I forgot to wear contacts. Guys, this is why I can never make eyeshadow tutorials, because I end up forgetting half of the steps as I'm going through it. I'm just gonna pop in my contact lenses. I'll be back. Okay, contacts are in. I genuinely can't tell if these are the right ones or not, but we're gonna go with the flow, okay? Brown eyeshadow is done. Now we're gonna go in with the darkest Taboo shade of brown in here, and I'm just gonna add that at the ends like so. Only a little bit, nothing crazy, because we're gonna go in with black in a bit here. All right, so last shade is gonna be the Spyglass, and we're just gonna add that to the ends of the eye, and then I'm just gonna tight line it to the front like so. And this is gonna smoke it out for us like we have in that video. Like so. And then using the back, we're just gonna blend it out. Like so. Kind of like a smoky look right there. All right, so once we're happy with the level of smokiness we have on the upper eyelid, I'm now gonna go in with that same eyeshadow palette, and I'm just gonna use this white shade called Full Expose, and I'm just gonna apply it into like the center of our upper eyelid. That is just going to add a little bit of brightness to the current eyeshadow look we have. And kind of add to the smokiness and bring out the smokiness. Like so. Okay, so this is what it looks like currently on both my eyelids. It's looking definitely much smokier. Adding that white in there really just highlighted the smokiness on the eyes. I'm now gonna go on to my base routine. So we're gonna go in with some color corrector. We're gonna come back to the eyes. So I'm just gonna go in with the Huda Beauty color corrector, and we're gonna just apply this. I'm out of this, so I need to go get more, but just apply this on your problematic areas, and then we'll just blend that out. Just gonna blend her out. So now I'm going to go in with my Tower 28 concealer, and I'm just going to apply that under my eyes like so. And then I'm going to use this to carve out that smokiness that we did earlier. And then around my mouth, center of my nose. I don't do my forehead, but I might. Okay, I need to toss this one out. Carve out the smokiness like so. I also like to put some on the side of my nose like this. This is what I mean when I say I don't wear foundation. It's just like concealer all over my face like this. And now I'm gonna wait a few minutes for it to get tacky. Once it's tacky, we're gonna go ahead and blend it out. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and blend what we have here. And I'm gonna put it all over my face. Like so. And just blend her out. Don't forget to go down onto your neck. Okay. And then I don't like necessarily put a bunch of concealer here, but I do like to blend out what I have on my face onto my forehead and then to the side. Like so. Okay, we're looking really good. Now I'm gonna go in with this Huda Beauty blush in the shade Black Cherry. I'm honestly only putting a dot of this on the ends like so, because we're also going to go in with another blush shade on top of this. So we just want a little bit of it. Then I'm going to go ahead and take that beauty blender I was using earlier, and I'm just going to blend it up like so. And it turns into this really pretty, beautiful purpley red, which are shades that I love. Like I could die for like a dark cherry red. And not because that's literally my favorite color, just because it is beautiful. I also like to apply it to the higher points of my cheekbone because it makes me look more chiseled. As a round face girly, I will do anything to ensure my face looks chiseled, and that usually means applying my blush higher up. All right, so now I'm going to go in with my second shade of blush, which I feel like we already know at this point. I'm just going to apply a thin layer of it on top of what we currently have, just to brighten up the red a little bit. I find that when I blend up the Huda Beauty one, it isn't as red as I would like it. So I'd like to add another layer. And honestly, this is the most blush we're gonna go in with today. So let's just add a whole bunch. Like so. Beautiful. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start contouring my face. So I'm gonna start off with the Fenty Beauty. Actually, before we do that, I'm just gonna add another round of concealer, and we're gonna let that sit there for a bit before we come back to it, because I want it to get nice and tacky. So while that sits there, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Fenty Matcha Stick. I'm gonna go ahead and use Matcha Stick. I'm calling this a Matcha Stick. I'm gonna go ahead with my Fenty Beauty Match Stick in Mocha, and I'm just going to pull my cheeks and apply it like so. And again, I'm keeping it to the top points of my cheekbones, my forehead, my jawline, and then we're gonna also use this to carve out our lip, and this is gonna make our lip a little plumpier, just underneath and over top like so. Oh god, I don't know where this British accent is coming from right now. And then I'm also going to use this to contour our said nose. Basically just trace the ends like so. And then I usually have like a little bit of a dip here, so I'm just going to highlight that dip as well. And I'm just kind of tracing the natural points of my nose. So I always like to start at the end and following the line all around, like on the side of my nose. I like to just draw a thin line. Like so. Ta-da! And then I just blend everything out. I'm going to blend my entire face out now. So again, pull and in upward motions like so. Around my jaw. Forehead. And also my nose. Using my beauty blender, I'm going to go ahead and blend out that concealers. All right, it's time to set our face. I'm going to go in with the MAC NC30, and I'm just going to set everywhere. All right, so once that's done, I'm now going to go in with Huda Beauty's Banana Bread Powder, and I'm going to set my entire face as well. And then we're going to move on to our matte products. Honestly, you guys, doing this smoky eye is like my favorite thing right now because it just looks so good with our brown eyes. I don't know why for the longest time I hated like tight lining my eyes because I always thought it made my eyes look smaller. But lately, I just always want to tight line and just like go out with a smoky eye. And I think it looks so good. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer. I'm taking it onto this big brush here, and I'm just going over like so. Honestly, you guys, this look was actually inspired by, I think her name is Daniela from Katseye. I could be wrong, but I'll insert a picture here. I saw her smoky eyeshadow look for the VMAs, and I was like, wait, I feel like that would suit brown eyes so well. And so that's how I did it. That was the inspo. Now I'm gonna go in and contour a little bit just to make that contour pop. I don't know who it's going off on, but go off, girl. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. All right, so now let's finish our smoky eye. I'm gonna go back in with the Bare Essentials, and I'm taking Velveteen, and I'm just going to apply that onto my bottom waterline. I always start off with the brown shade, and then I like to blend it upwards, like so. And then I like to go in with the black shade, and then we're gonna go in with some eyeliner as well. I'm gonna go in with the black Spyglass, and I'm just gonna apply it like this. And you wanna make sure we get it on our waterline as well. Again, for like that tight lining impact. I also like to apply it like this on the top waterline as well. Now we're gonna go in with some eyeliner. And this is just gonna heighten that smokiness a little bit, because right now I feel like I need a little bit of dimension on my top eye. So I'm just gonna go in at the end and do some eyeliner. Like so. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take some black eyeliner, and I'm gonna add it to the ends. Like so. I feel like this kind of eyeshadow look needs a really beautiful cat eye. All right, so that's basically how I do the eyeshadow and the base. I'm now gonna curl my lashes, and then we're gonna go in with some mascara and then eyelashes, and then I'm gonna talk about my lip combo. I need a new eyelash color, you guys, if I'm being honest. Because this eyelash color is actually broken, but it does the trick, so can't complain. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with some mascara. These are my current favorite lashes. They are the Miami, I'm pretty sure they're Miami Everyday. So they're like Miami version, but just like something that you could wear every single day. And I love these. They're so good, and they give you the best like cat eye without it being like, oh my god, girl, where are you going? You know what I mean? Like you could probably wear these, like the box says, every single day. So I'm just gonna go in with these. I'll be right back. So lashes are on. I'm now gonna do my lip combo. And for this, okay, everyone always asks me my lip combo, and honestly, you guys, I do have to say I use eyeshadow. Okay, I use the Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. We're gonna go in with Rustic, and I'm gonna take it on like the eyebrow like brushes, and I'm gonna put that on my lips as like a lip liner. Okay, once you're happy with how you've outlined your lips, we're now gonna go in with a nude color. I usually use the Melted Nude by Too Faced, but I don't think they sell that anymore. And I probably should toss that lipstick out because it's been more than 10 years since I've had it. Alternatively, actually, we could use the Kulfi Cosmetics. So if you don't have the Melted Nude, you could use this lip tint from Kulfi Cosmetics. And since I have this in my hands right now, I'm just gonna go in with this. I'm just gonna apply it to the bottom of my lip. That's it. As I continue to apply it to my top lip. But you honestly just need a nude color. and you're done, basically. But I personally like the melted nude, so force of habit, I'm going to go in with the melted nude. It is like a far more nudier color. So, yep, that's my lip combo. Eyeshadow palette, melted nude. And that's basically this eyeshadow look. I'm now going to be right back because I'm going to go film a separate hair tutorial on how I did my hair that day, and I'll be right back. And this is the finished look, you guys. I am literally obsessed. The smoky eye, the updo, the lip combo, you guys, everything about this is like my favorite thing ever. And I'm really glad I filmed it on tutorial so I too can look back and achieve this look. So let me know if you guys like it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.